One of the things that I've been looking for a long time is leadership. One of the mandates that was given to me when we started all this was, how do we get leadership in aged care? It seems to be the fish rots from the head is a common adage, and it is certainly true in aged care. 3 years ago I hosted my book launch, and I was asked by an executive director of nursing, what about us? What about the nurses? What about the people? You've got all the junior ranks sorted out, but what about us? So I've been looking for a course for a long time to fit into this space. Industries that have leadership sorted out are very common to spot. And I think one of the key examples that I've seen and used as my benchmark was CPA Australia. To become a certified practicing accountant, there is one program. You can't have done it at another provider, and it's slightly different in Perth compared to Sydney compared to Melbourne. There's one program. And it is all delivered by one provider. And you know, if you want to have those post-nominal CPA, we know the kind of people that you have to be able to have completed that course. And I think the industry has benefited from that. CPAs, for example, there's 150,000 of them around the world, especially in Asia, which for aged care, Australian aged care, is a big target of ours. The reason they have such a strong cohort is because they have that one high-quality course. There's not a bit of this or a bit of that, or I did it overseas. There's one course. And I think that aged care would benefit from that. Can you imagine if we had a cohort of 150,000 people who had all been through a course that said, I'm a leader in aged care? It is how we would choose our next leaders and managers for the industry. So as I said, I've been looking for this for 3 years. So I'm very happy that the person who's following me, I get to introduce, is an RN who saw the same thing. Dr Elise Sullivan is a 30-year RN in aged care. She's come up through the ranks in residential care and other areas. She moved to Canberra and worked on federal policy in aged care. She moved back to Victoria and worked in state policy. In her spare time, she did a PhD in this area. She knows this very well. She wrote, tested and tweaked a program, the same thing that many of us have seen, but we haven't actually found or put together, that program to be able to teach leadership inside aged care. She's amassed a team of trainers, not only herself, but other people who are of amazing pedigree themselves. There's executive directors of nursing, adjunct professors, etc. It is an amazing team that she's put together. And so that is what we're also launching tonight. So it's my pleasure to introduce the lady who introduced the ACDN Leadership Program, Dr Elise Sullivan.